James here. So I wanted to give you a little recap on how February went, and I guess just kind of give you a little few insights into where I'm at, where my brain is at. That could be a difficult one, but really just to try and give you a bit of insight into what I'm doing, how I'm finding the fellowship itself. And I really took February as a month to sort of reflect and see exactly, am I on track? And try to think about, what are the goals for me personally in terms of what I want to get out of this fellowship. Am I achieving those? And looking towards the rest of the year and try to put in place some structure on what I want to achieve. And it's interesting because this particular, I kind of sat back a lot this month and I thought about things, thought about where I want to be, how I want, I want to be a thought leader within the field of inclusive education and assistive technology, and obviously the fellowship is greatly helping me on that track. But I think I need to push the boundaries of it a little bit more. I need to really develop myself and develop some of the networks that I'm trying to make here in Boston. When you think of goal setting, we all do it probably around Christmas time, and we think, 1st of January I'm gonna lose weight, I'm going to get fitter, I'm going to give up the cigarettes, whatever it might be. And I think a lot of us do that, and we just, we go through the motions. But I thought, what, I'm going to do this in February because it's a bit random. It's also, my birthday was coming up, and I always think that's kind of a time where we think, Jesus, I'm now 33. Have I, we have these things where we compare ourselves to our peers or we compare ourselves to others, and it was kind of a good opportunity for me to think back. And do I need to be comparing myself to peers? Absolutely not. But what I do need to do is to make sure that I'm on track for myself. And am I doing everything every week? Everything that I do, is that bringing me towards those goals and those sort of targets that I have for myself, so that I can hold myself accountable. I had a few other things that were going on. The start of the month was just ridiculously cold, lots of snow, which was quite the experience for me, having never driven in it before. We also popped over to New York in the middle of the month. I had a meeting there with some speech pathologists and some psychologists in terms of the technology and assistive tech they're using with children with autism. And that was a really good eye-opening kind of experience in terms of what they do in District 75 in Manhattan, and made some good contacts there, so hopefully I'll be able to tap into those in the next while. I had Jurgis, one of my Assist ID fellows, pop over here for a few days towards the end of the month, and that was really good for me because even though I'm within the Shriver Centre, you're a small little bit, I guess, because the nature of the fellowship is somewhat, it's like a personal, it's a personal project. So yeah, of course I do have help and assistance within Shriver, but it's nice to be able to talk to people that are on similar sort of tracks. But yeah, look, that's it. I really just wanted to kind of touch base, in terms of me and in terms of the fellowship. And when I started looking at these goals and started looking at where I want to be, and I just realised that I've actually been here for like 9 months, so I'm about 9 months or 10 months into my fellowship experience, and April of next year we'll be coming home, March or April of next year, and that means that I literally have another year, give or take, here in Boston to soak up what's happening here, and also to be able to learn from some of those people that I have such easy access to at the moment. So I want to make sure that I get everything I possibly can, but also that every week, every day that I literally have here, it's bringing me in the direction I want to be. And I think sitting back and reflecting a little bit on that was really beneficial and was really useful. Went to a conference as well on dyslexia, even though it's nothing to do with my fellowship, but personally I kind of wanted to understand dyslexia a little bit more, and I wanted to understand the impact it has on people, and I guess I'm all too familiar with the impact it has on me, because it there's lots of things. Because I've been writing quite a lot in the last while, or working towards papers and reading, I've really been struggling with trying to read, pretty much. Long story short, trying to read and trying to keep up, and yeah, I mean, trying to concentrate on what I was reading and actually taking something in from those articles I was reading and taking notes. And I've sort of been struggling a little bit with my own interpretation of what dyslexia is and the impact it's had on me. I feel an awful lot better about it, actually, because a lot of the stuff I learned there, I could see it in myself, and I could see that it was, it kind of normalized it for me, I guess. Absolutely, it's normalized my dyslexia and the impact it has. And you know what? It's about looking at it as not as a gift, but looking at it as a, you know, I think a little bit differently to other people, which is good. Okay, my reading, writing ability mightn't be as good, but I don't get on too badly when I'm networking with people or when I'm catching up with people. So I think that's important. So I think it's all about focusing on our strengths and then using maybe technology like I do to help out with those areas where I struggle a little bit. So that's my recap for February. Looking forward to catching up with you in March.